peanut at a time! So today, pag-usapan natin ang peanut gallery media issue through the lens of virtue ethics. Marami ang nakasubaybay sa issue na ito because there were conflicting claims coming from different sides. Ay,
Corny.
may mga naniniwala agad sa allegations, while others question the evidence and motivations behind them. Hindi! dahil dito, nagkaroon ng confusion, debate, and syempre, maraming comment sections experts overnight. Sa panahon ngayon, isang post, isang screenshot, or isang viral video, may opinion na agad ng lahat. Pero the real question is, are we reacting based on facts, or are we just reacting? So our question today is, how can virtue ethics help us become truthful, responsible, and morally mature media consumers while public claims are conflicting?
I think yung first thing na kailangan natin pag-usapan is yung bakit important or bakit ethically important yung peanut gallery issue. So for me, hindi lang siya basta controversy or issue. Super important siya kasi nag-involve siya ng public communication, trust, and then yung responsibility that comes with influencing people. So, once na na-share ang information online, marami siyang maapektuhan na reputations, relationships, and even public opinions. So, that's why issues like these are very ethical concerning, not just entertainment or social media drama lang. So, yung peanut gallery issue, nire-remind niya talaga tayo na words do have consequences, especially kapag shared sila with large group of audience.
That's true. And this is where virtue ethics becomes helpful. Usually people ask, sino nga ba ang mali? Sino nga ba ang tama? But virtue ethics asks a deeper question. What kind of person should I choose to be in this situation? Hindi lang kasi actions ang tinitingnan nila, but also the character behind those actions. So, in looking at the peanut gallery issue, hindi lang dapat tayo focus kung true or false ang isang claim. We should also ask kung ipakita ba ng mga involved ang honesty, fairness, responsibility, and integrity. At the end of the day, virtue ethics helps us understand the person behind the decision, not just the result.
That connects to another guide question. What virtue should guide media practitioners when making public claims? I think the first virtue is truthfulness. Bago mag-share o mag-publish ng informations, dapat siguraduhin ng media practitioners na accurate ito and supported by evidence. Sa panahon ngayon na napakabilis kumalat ng impormasyon online, mas mahalaga na maging truthful and maingat tayo sa pagbibigay ng balita. Another important virtue is justice. This means being fair to all parties involved and pag-iwas sa bias o one-sided reporting. Mahalaga na maipakita ang iba't ibang panig ng isang issue para magkaroon ng pagkakataon ng publiko na makaupo ng sariling informed opinion. There's also responsibility. Maraming tao ang umaasa sa media para sa informasyon. Dapat alam ng media practitioners na may malaking epekto ang kanilang mga salita at ulat sa opinyon ng publiko at maging sa buhay ng ibang tao. Kaya kailangan nilang maging responsable sa lahat ng impormasyon na kanilang inilalabas. Without these virtues, madaling masira ang tiwala ng publiko sa media.
So now let's talk about as a student. So as a student, it is important na hindi tayo basta maniniwala sa nakikita natin sa news or social media. Kasi ngayon marami na kumakalat sa fake news and mga fake news. So kailangan natin magkaroon ng tamang virtues or tamang pag-uugali para maging responsible media consumer tayo. Siguro ang first is prudence, which means wise judgment. Dapat marunong tayo maging ethical at marunong mga news na nakikita natin. At dapat, ang mga nakikita natin sa social media ay hindi natin basta-basta pinaniniwalaan or sinishare kasi nga mag-spread ito na hindi yun nakakatulong sa mga users. And second naman is intellectual activity. Sometimes may mga nababasa tayo or napapanood ng video at naniniwala tayo din, which is dapat hindi. Dapat marunong tayo tignan, i-fact check, and tignan natin ang buong story muna, and kung may iba pang facts. And last naman is yung responsibility. Importante na maging responsible tayo sa paggamit ng social media, kagaya ng pag-react, comment, and share ng information kasi dahil dito, mas kumakalat din ang information na ginawa natin. Dapat magaling natin mag-fact check and mag-evaluate ng hindi kumalat yung mga fake news at hindi dapat natin i-accept yung nakikita natin minsan.
True, that's a really important point. I think many of us have experienced seeing a viral post and immediately forming an opinion. Minsan, headline pa lang o isang short clip, may judgment na agad tayo, even before knowing the full context. And honestly, in the age of social media, mabilis talagang magdala ng emotions at trending opinions. So here's another question. How can we avoid reacting impulsively when claims online are conflicting?
So for me, yung answer ko is temper or self-control. So yung temper kasi, nakaka-help siya sa atin na mag-post muna before tayo mag-react emotionally or instead of immediately liking or commenting or sharing post, kailangan mag-take na tayo ng time para i-verify yung information na yun. So, when emotions are high, people often make quick judgments, diba? So, yung virtue ethics, tinuturuan niya tayo or na-encourage niya tayo na mas maging balance lang or mas maging careful tayo within our doings. So, sometimes yung pinaka-responsible thing that we can do is to wait until more information becomes available.
I would also add courage. It takes courage to admit na hindi natin alam yung buong story, di ba? It also takes courage to change our perspective kapag may bagong evidence na nagpapakita na we were wrong. Sa online discussions, parang may pressure na kailangan may side ka kaagad, but a virtuous person chooses truth over popularity. Being courageous means being willing to seek the truth even when it's uncomfortable.
What I learned from this issue is that being a good media consumer isn't just about avoiding fake news. Hindi lang ito tungkol sa hindi paniniwala sa maling impormasyon, kundi tungkol din sa pagdedevelop ng good habits and good character. If we practice truthfulness, fairness, prudence, humility, and responsibility every day, mas magiging maingat tayo sa paghusga at pag-evaluate ng impormasyong nakita natin online, lalo na sa mga controversial na issue. These virtues don't just help us during major issues, they also guide our everyday decisions online. Sa simpleng pag-like, pag-share, pag-comment, o pag-post pa lang, maaari na nating maisabuhay ang virtues na ito at maging responsable bilang users.
To conclude, the Peanut Gallery issue is ethically important because it raises questions about truth, fairness, justice, and holiness. Ang virtue ethics ay nagtuturo sa atin ng pagiging mabuting media user ay hindi lang tungkol sa pag-alam kung ano ang right and wrong. In developing these virtues, mas nagiging totoo, responsable, at morally mature participants tayo in the news digital.
Okay, and that's a wrap for today's episodes of Thinking Peanuts. Remember, being a responsible media consumers isn't just about knowing the facts. It's about practicing honesty, fairness, and critical thinking every day. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep cracking big ethical questions, one peanut at a time!
Come go.